Shalom Yasharallah, giving all praise and glory to the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's worthy to be praised for everything, all glory and power to His holy name. As always, we're going to start with Colossians 3:17, and whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by h.o.i, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father in the name of the anointed Savior. By h.o.i. So all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the anointed Savior, going to the throne of the Most High for the spiritual power that's endowed from Him. The Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's why we thank the Most High and the Father, by h.o.i, for everything. He's worthy to be praised for everything. So I want to continue looking at, since we're in the feast of the blowing of the trumpet and the new moon, we went over a lot of scriptures, last night. So we're going to continue and look at this blowing of the trumpets, get an understanding of our culture, of how in the time of us being a nation, being together, following our customs, that the things that we done concerning blowing the trumpets. So I want to look at the first indication of blowing the trumpets, of how we blew the trumpets to sound an alarm, or a warning, not alarm, but a warning. We'll deal with that because every sound of the trumpet had a different type of sound that we knew what it meant. So we had a sound that we blew in the trumpet that gave us the understanding that this is a warning. And it was used in war. Go to Job 39 and 24. It's a warning sign. Job 39 and 24. He swallowed the ground with fierceness and rage. Neither believeth he that it is the sound of the trumpet. See, he said among the trumpets, ha ha, and he smelleth the battle afar off. It's a warning. But you heard that trumpet. He said among the trumpets, ha ha, ta ta. You heard a certain sound, ha ha. It sounded like ha ha, but it was ta ta, or ta ta. We knew that was a warning. And he smelled the battle far off. See? Used in war. A warning. As war is coming. And he smelled the battle far off. The thunder of the captains and the shouting. See? Look at Jeremiah 4 and 19. This is for a warning. It's a sound for a warning. Jeremiah 4 and 19. My bowels, I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. The way I'm thinking is that I cannot hold my peace, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. See, that's the warning. The warning sound. Ta-ta, as I said, ta-ta, or ta-ta. We knew that was the sound of a warning. A warning used to acknowledge the fact that war is at hand. See, I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. The alarm of war. See? It's a warning that we sound did the trumpets in the time of war. Jeremiah 6. and 1. Jeremiah 6 and 1. O you children of Benjamin, Manyanya, gather yourselves to flee out of the midst of Jerusalem, and blow the trumpet in Tekoa, and set up a sign of fire in Beth Hakshurim, for evil appeared out of the north, and great destruction. Let you know that the enemy is coming from the north to bring great destruction. That's why he's telling Benjamin, to gather yourselves to flee out of the midst of Jerusalem. The warning, warning them. It's a warning. And blow the trumpet in Tekoa. Ta! Ta! We heard that. Ha! Ha! We heard that sound. And set up a sign of fire in Beth Hakshurim, for evil appeared out of the north, and great destruction. So you see here, it's a warning. And you know, like, even when you look at how the indigenous Gadites that was here used smoke signals. Fire, they had that fire, whoops. We knew what was happening through the smoke in the air. That's what he's saying. Set up a sign of fire in Beth Hakshurim, for evil appeared out of the north, and great destruction. That warning. Warn our people. Look at verse 19. Jeremiah 6 and 19. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people. Listen, earth. He's going to bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts. See, our thoughts, understand, is being recorded. Most I know just what we're thinking. You already said, even the fruits of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. Man, that's why this is happening. Verse 17 say, also I will set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. Listen to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. We ain't going to listen. I'm warning them. I done warned them. Hear what he said? He said, watchmen over you now. But when you hear the trumpet, our trumpet is sounding loud with what we bringing forth, and it's bringing forth this truth. But who's listening? Who really listening? Paying attention. It's so important, people. We sounding a warning now. That's why it's so important us to be able to know and understand and take heed and prepare ourselves for the time to come. To be ready. Spiritually. He said, also I said, watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. Our voice is the trumpet. That's why he told us in Isaiah 58:1. He said, cry aloud. This is the sound of the trumpet. Listen to what he says. Cry aloud. So we crying aloud as Israelites to you. Spare not. We ain't sparing nobody's feelings. So the Most High said, spare not. He said what? Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. So our voice is that trumpet call, calling to you now to get you to really repent and start coming back and doing the commandments of the Most High. Not just reading them, but doing the commandments of the Most High so you can see everlasting life. Having faith in the Most High, by Shama Mashiach Yahushua, crying to the Most High, fearing the Most High. What it's all about, people. He said, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. That's why I say our voice now is like that trumpet, that warning. And everything else that this trumpet represents. And show my people their transgression, how you have broken the laws of the Most High. And you can't come back to the laws of the Most High if you taught that you're not under the law. You don't have to follow the commandments. You're going to be thrown in the lake of fire. What are you going to judge you on? On how you followed him. In the house of Jacob, their sins. What is sin? The transgression of the Most High's laws and commandments, people. So that's what we're doing, sounding this trumpet. That warning. Jeremiah 6 and 17. Also I set watchmen over you, saying, Hearken to the sound of the trumpet. Hearken to our voice that lifted up like a trumpet. Trumpet is the loudest instrument in the orchestra, in the band. That's why we speak loud. That's why we got to speak loud to you, because Israel got to be yelled at. Most I say, hey, they ain't gonna listen to you because they won't listen to me. We know this. That's why he said, lift up our voice like a trumpet and show our people their transgressions. So therefore, the only way you're going to know the transgression that you have committed against the Most High, the sins you have committed against the Most High, is to show you what the law says. Thus say the Most High. Those are his laws. Those his rules and regulations. It says, also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. Listen to the sound of the trumpet. Our voices coming forth in these last days, even in this time. But they said, we will not hearken. We will not listen. So you don't want to listen? This for you that don't want to listen. Therefore hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, and we on the earth, people. Behold, I will bring evil upon this people, because you drawing evil to you for not doing what the Most High said. You said, we will not listen. We will not hearken. So the Most High said this to all you that don't want to listen to the sound of the warning, the sound of the trumpet that's sounding. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened or listened unto my words, nor to my law. There it is. But rejected it. He said, this is what Israel said. We will not hearken. We will not listen. So it's a warning. Jeremiah 42nd chapter. Jeremiah 42 is the sound of the trumpet for the alarm. Jeremiah 42 and 13. But if ye say, we will not dwell in this land, neither obey the voice of the Most High your power. That's what their people say. They say, we will not listen. We won't listen, right? You now saying you won't obey the voice. You ain't going to hearken to the voice of the Most High. Neither obey the voice of the Most High your power. Yours a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. Israelites, our power. He the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob been the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. He said, saying, no, but we will go into the land of Egypt, where we shall see no war, nor hear the sound of the trumpet, nor have hunger of bread, and there will we dwell. Right? Because that sound of that trumpet is what? Warning you. They ain't going to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to be warned that it's time of war. And now therefore hear the word of the Most High. Hear what the Most High just say to you. You don't want to hear the warning that we shouting out loud as a trumpet? Ye remnant of Judah, thus say the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies, power of angels, the Most High of Israel, the power of Israel. Is ye wholly set your faces to enter into Egypt and go to sojourn there? Then it shall come to pass that the sword, destruction, killing you, which ye feared. You saw a word about that warning of that trumpet that's used to let you know that war is coming. That the sword, which ye feared, shall overtake you there in the land of Egypt. And this is Egypt for us right now, which means captivity, slavery, and bondage. Yasharallah, Israelites, and the famine, food shortage, whereof ye were afraid. You're afraid that, we're not going to have any food, shall follow close after you. there in Egypt. You're going to trust in the shadow of Pharaoh, our captors, our oppressors. He says, and the famine whereof ye were afraid shall follow close after you there in Egypt, and there ye shall die. Wow. He said, I'm going to kill you. So shall it be with all the men that set their faces to go into Egypt to sojourn there. They shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence, and none of them shall remain or escape from the evil that I will bring upon them. See, the Most High is not evil. But when you go against him, you draw evil to you. That's the left hand, the left side. For thus said the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies, power of angels, that's on this earth, ready for the commandment of the Most High, the power of Israel. As mine anger and my fury have been poured forth upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem, we the Israelites, mainly Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and all the other tribes that was joined with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, so shall my fury be poured forth upon you. Hear what he said? His fury will be poured upon us when ye shall enter into Egypt, and ye shall be in extration and in astonishment and a curse and a reproach, and ye shall see this place no more. Kicked us out of the land, so you go on back to Egypt. So you ain't gonna see this place no more. Look at Jeremiah 51. And 27. It's warning. Blowing of the trumpet. Ta, ha, ha, ha. 2 blows. Ta, ta. Or it might be long. Ta, ta. You hearing it. Jeremiah 51 and 27. Set ye up a standard in the land. Blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her. Call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat, Mini, and Ashkenaz. Appoint a captain against her. Cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of this his dominion against us. You won't want to follow me? I got something for you, he said. And the land shall tremble in sorrow. For every purpose of the Most High shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. Mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might have failed. They became as women. So why I say become as women, meaning becoming as women is equal to a man. If the Most High say men became as women. They have burned their dwelling places. Her bars are broken. One post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end. That's in America. America's that this prophecy of Babylon. They're going to be running from post to post, say, hey, this city is done. Finished. But that alarm got to be set. Set up a standard in verse 27 in the land. Blow the trumpet among the nations. That's what we're doing. Prepare the nations against her. See, all the nations going to come against her. You see, if you don't know prophecy, you don't know what it's talking about. You call all these kingdoms to come against her. And it happened during the time of the Babylonians also. One post shall, verse 31, one post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end, and that the passages are stopped. You can't go from city to city. Whatever passage you want to go is stopped. And the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are frightened. What other men like? They became as women, and women is a weaker vessel. So the men became as women. So understand this. Verse 33, for thus say the Most High power of hosts, the power of Israel. How come he couldn't say the power of everyone? You think he couldn't say that? Every nation, the power of all nations, every nation, because all is a certain number. So how come he couldn't say the power of every nation? You couldn't say that? He said in verse 27, prepare the nations against her. How come he couldn't say, hey, the power of every nation? Since y'all want to say the power of everyone, all people. No, he say the power of Israel. That's the Israelites. 12 tribes of Israel. The daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. The daughter of Babylon is defined in Isaiah 47 chapter, the 5th verse. We're verse 1 down. And Psalms 137. Go there. The daughter of Babylon. See what he's talking about. Go to Psalms 137. Verse 7. Psalms 137 verse 7. Remember, O Most High, the children of Edom, whose biblical name for the indigenous so-called Caucasian people. Remember, O Most High, the children of Edom, our fraternal twin brother. Read about them in Genesis, the 25th chapter, the 25th verse. In the day of Jerusalem, in the day when we sounded the warning and the alarm for war, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. The Edomites came and burned down our temples. When the Babylonians came to take us into captivity for 70 years for breaking the Most High's laws. Verse 7 again, remember, O Most High, the children of Edom. So who are they? Verse 8, O daughter of Babylon. See? So you can understand it through understanding these precepts. So it says, O daughter of Babylon, in verse 8, who are who? Verse 7, remember, O Most High, the children of Edom. Who are they? Verse 8, O daughter of Babylon. If you don't know, listen again. Verse 7, remember, O Most High, the children of Edom. Who is Edom? Verse 8, O daughter of Babylon. Who we're reading about in Jeremiah 51. Who ought to be destroyed. Happy shall it be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. So, going back to Jeremiah 51 and Jeremiah 51 verse 33, for thus said the Most High power of hosts, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. We just read clearly, without a shadow of a doubt. That's why I went over it again. Daughter of Babylon are the Edomites. For thus said the Most High power of hosts, the power of Israel, verse 33 of Jeremiah the 51st chapter. The daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come, when the Most High start to gather the Israelites out from among her and set up righteousness on this earth. So it's a warning. That's why anyone that do not want righteousness on this earth, You deserve to be thrown in the lake of fire. Because it's all this wickedness that you see on this earth. If you about it, you better be about it. But you know that your end result, without repenting and coming back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, is to be thrown in the lake of fire, where the worms never die and the fires never quench. I mean, the worms gonna be eating you up continually, and the fire gonna be burning you continually. It's not ever gonna be put out. That's why this is very important. So now, the trumpet, we had a trumpet sound that sounded an alarm. Go to Joel, the 2nd chapter. Just like this alarm that we're crying out, as you hear, those that have ears to hear can hear. Lifting up our voice like a trumpet. Joel 2:1. Blow you the trumpet in Zion. Blow you the trumpet in Zion. Amongst the Israelites. Be telling us. Blow you the trumpet in Zion. Look at who this Zion is. Isaiah 51:16. Since I said Israelites, because a lot of you might say, oh, that's talking about Mount Zion, or that's talking about a landmass or something. Listen to what it says. This Zion is talking about amongst the Israelites. So you understand, Isaiah 51:16. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, what? Thou art my people. So clearly, and we know my people, Exodus 3:10. Exodus 3:10. Come now therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people. Who the Most High's people? The children of Israel out of Egypt. So clearly, the Bible answers itself. So we know that, since we know that Zion represents the Most High's people, the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Now when we go back to Joel 2:1, it says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion. In Zion. Amongst the 12 tribes of Israel. And sound an alarm. This is an alarm. So it's a certain sound of the trumpet that lets us know that there's an alarm. It's different from the warning that we just read about. Now this is about alarm. That's what we say, blow you the trumpet in Zion, amongst the 12 tribes of Israel, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. So it's talking about the people that's in the land. Let them tremble. For the day of the Most High and the Mashiach cometh. For it is nigh at hand. He says near at hand. This is the alarm. A day of darkness and of gloominess. A day of clouds and of thick clouds, thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. A great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Hear that? This is spiritual power. You say a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like. Hear that? That strength of the people, they have never been like this strength that the Most High gonna put that spiritual power upon us to be like this. The Most High will. A great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations, it says. A fire devouring before them. I mean, the fire, as we go on, the fire gonna be before us. Fire coming before us. The Israelites. And behind them a flame burning. Behind the flame burning because it's already set on fire. It's burning behind us. Fire in front of us and the flame is burning behind us. A fire devours before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. That's the kingdom. It's going to be like the Garden of Eden that we're going to, on our way to. Most I will. And behind them a desolate wilderness. Behind us, that's burning. Remember, there's going to be flames. Only way you get flames is you got something that's burning, that's on fire. A desolate wilderness. Yeah. And nothing shall escape them. Hear this? Nothing going to escape them. He said, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses. And as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble. As a strong people set in battle array. That alarm, that trumpet has let us know it's time for war. In the flame devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain. You hear that? Before our face, you know that fire is before our face. Remember it told us, in front of us is what? Fire. Behind us is what? The flame, or the fire that's burning. Verse 3, fire devoured before them. But before us, people going to be pain because that fire is, when we see, people going to be burning up. There's going to be pain and pain behind that fire burning them. Behind them a flame burning, see? So listen what it says. Verse 6, before their face, the people shall be much pain. We're going to see the people in much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. It's going to be gathered blackness because of all the soot of the people burning. And everything burning. And everybody will be saying, I'm an Israelite. I'm black and me too. They shall run like mighty men, it says. They shall climb the wall like men of war. Climbing up on the walls like men of war. Men, here it said, men of war. And they shall march everyone in his ways. They'll be marching, brothers. Marching. Your right, your left, your right, left, right. Left leg, march. Gonna be marching. To the rear, march. Double to the rear, march. Marching. Yo, right, left, right. Gonna be marching. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. So, if you're gonna break your ranks, that means you're gonna know how to march. See, your brothers now, y'all come in this troop, y'all think it's just go out there and do whatever you do. Coming to this troop, you had to learn how to march and do every kind of things to be able to run like mighty men and handle yourself like a mighty man. Now it's like watered down, but some camps, they still got the same curricula that we had for the trooper program in learning how to take care of your body and how to take care of yourself and march. It's what it says. This is going to be you. Brothers, it's going to be you. Everyone, it says, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their rank. You're going to be in step. You got to say, you know how to skip to get in step. You're going to know how to actually be in step. Ain't nobody gonna break their rank. You got to skip to get in, to actually get back in step. If you don't know about marching, you don't know how you gonna be here. Verse 8, it say, neither shall one thrust another. Ain't nobody trying to hurt each other. It's gonna be one. One mind, one spirit. One power. Both sides. Mashiach Yahushua say, they shall walk every one in this path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. You gonna tell me that's not spiritual power? What's I tell you? If they fall upon the sword, they try and shoot us, they try and stab us, they shall not be wounded. That's total spiritual power right there. Hallelujah. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. You ain't gonna know they coming. The earth shall quake before them. Hear that? The earth gonna be quaking before them. The heavens shall tremble right here on this earth. This is heaven. It's gonna be trembling. The sun and the moon shall be dark because all of the fire and the destruction that's gonna be happening. You ain't gonna see no sun, you ain't gonna see no moon. It's gonna be dark. All you look, all you gonna see is black soot in the air. And the stars shall withdraw their shining, meaning they're not gonna be shining because you ain't gonna see no stars, because all you gonna see is destruction from the fire that's gonna be burning. And the people that's gonna be burning in the fire. That's why it's time to come together. And the Most High shall utter his voice before his army. So don't get it twisted. We're a spiritual army now, but it's going to be an army. Understand this. And the Most High, the h.o.d.c, shall utter his voice before his army. For his camp is very great, but he is strong that executes his word. For the day of the Most High, h.o.d.c, is great and very terrible. And who can abide it? Who's going to abide this day? For the Most High, the h.o.d.c. That's what it says. Look at Ezekiel 37. See right now, these are dry bones. So I go to verse 10. It says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them. That breath is the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of the Most High, the Spirit of h.o.d.c, and they lived. They lived with this truth, keeping the laws of the Most High, doing what he say do, loving him by keeping his commandments, and feeling great about keeping his commandments, and having faith in him by Hashem h.o.d.c. He said, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. See, then said he unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. No one else, no other nation. This great army, these dry bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy, said to them, thus say the Most High Power, behold, all my people. We know that my people is, we define that in Exodus 3 and 10. The children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Behold, all my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Most High when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, coming out of that dead state of mind, not knowing who you are, not realizing we got to come back to the law, statutes, commandments. You're going to denounce every religion that say that you ain't got to follow the Most High's law, statutes, commandments. You're going to learn the moral laws. You're going to learn the civil laws. You're going to learn the sacrificial laws. You're going to learn the dietary laws and the ceremonial laws, but the sacrificial laws was done away with. But big brother, h.o.d.c, the Lamb of the Most High, died for the sins of the children of Israel. Some of you don't even believe that. You don't even call on the name of the anointed Savior. But you think you're going to the Most High because you fooled. You've been deceived. He here, right here in Ezekiel, as the angel of the Most High, dealing with the angel, whatever it is that coming to him. You ain't reaching the Most High. Just like you can't go to the owner of a company. He might have the president, the vice president, whatever under him. You might better reach them. You ain't reaching the owner of the company. Say, all right, whoever you work for, I want to talk to the owner on your job. You work at UPS. I want to talk to the owner of UPS. Now, get him on the phone. Yeah, right. How you gonna go to the Most High? You can't even go to the owner of a company that you work for. Some of you can't even go to your higher than your supervisor. Can get past that. You're scared to even go past that. You may even be scared to even talk to the supervisor. Oh, I might lose my job. But yet still, once you get off your job, now you're gonna deal with the Most High. And you scared a man or a woman, might be a woman that's in charge. Whatever, you scared of flesh. But yet still you going to the Most High. Y'all better understand, the Most High is dealing with order. It's order. It's Straight up. Look at 1 Corinthians 11:3. Don't understand. This the order right here. Hold that. But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach. Because we Mashiach him. We are the anointeds. We are the Messiahs. You don't belong to no man. We belong to Mashiach. And Mashiach is the Most High. Listen. But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach. And the head of the woman is the man. The head of the woman is the man. Can y'all relate to that, women? The head of the woman is the man. And the head of Mashiach is the Most High. So they're not the same. Because Mashiach has someone over him who is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. So that's the order. That's the order of things. So when you look at what the Most High is saying, He's going to bring us out of our graves. The Israelites. Verse 14 of Ezekiel 37th chapter. And shall put my spirit in you. By us understanding these words that He's given us on a high level. And shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. You got to hear what He's saying. The Most High said He's going to place us in our own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Most High, have spoken it and performed it, said the Most High. See? So, this that warning. He's telling us what He's going to do. Israel going to listen? Or you going to try and find some other way? Ain't but one way, brothers and sisters. Ain't but one way. And it's through Mashiach h.o.i to reach the Most High. So you have those that just say the Mashiach h.o.i is just a prophet, another prophet. He's more than that. But understand, He said no man comes to the Father but by Him. So until you understand that, then no matter what you call yourself believing in, if you ain't going in the name of the Lord and Savior, He ain't talking to you. He ain't dealing with you. This is very important. Joel 2. In verse 11. The Most High shall utter His voice before His army. His army. We just read about His army in Ezekiel 37th chapter, 10th verse. For His camp is very great. His camp is very great. For He is strong to execute His word. You hear that? You want strength? Execute the word of the Most High. He is strong that executes His word. For the day of the Most High is great and very terrible. Great and very terrible.